Hey, Julian, how are you? Wow, you got that YouTube alert very quickly. That's awesome. YouTube's not really always that good at it. Oh, it's terrific. Good to hear from you, man. Hola, ¿cómo estai? Ciao, ciao, Julian Eaton. What's going on, man? How's everything down there? Down under, I like to call it. What is up with you, man? Wow. That's terrific. Io me lavo canzulo sulla steccio. I was watching an Italian stream today and I was like trying to remember how to spell that phrase in Italian to say it to them. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't totally conjure it up. I didn't want to write it in the comments and misspell it. So I didn't say it. Io me lavo canzulo sulla steccio. Uh That is mind blowing. That is mind blowing. That's crazy, Mike. That blows my freaking mind. I'm washing myself with a brag on a stick. I'm surprised I got the hola comment first and not that comment first. That almost should have been the first comment. But I'm glad you said hello. What's going on? What's going on down in TJ, man? That's what I want to know. What's the haps down in TJ? I still want to come to TJ pretty soon. It'd be nice to do that this year. Lo mi lavo con uno strato. I'm saving that one. Teach so damn much. Oh, really? So you're in San Diego like during the day most of the time? Mi lavo con uno, with one. Uno. Oh, there's my message. Strato. Straccio sullo lo Steccho. Awesome, got it. That is the phrase of the day. I remember when you translated that. That was hilarious. Oh yeah, so you spend a lot of time up there, huh? Jeez. That's gotta be it's gotta get tiring crossing the border every day, man. That border crossing's no joke. C is followed by E or I. It makes a sh sound like cello, like cello. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. By E or I. Okay. See, that is stuff that I have problems with in English. I have so many problems with the rules in English grammar. I never could wrap my head around it. When I write, I make so many grammar errors, it's ridiculous. I always had a hard time keeping all those little rules straight. But I guess other languages kind of follow them a little more than English does. Yeah, yeah, no, that makes it really hard to remember. Uh, I mean, they're good rules. It always, but geez, it's tough on old Splinternut's brain. Hey, what's up, Green Wolf? How are you, man? How's things in your neck of the woods? What's up with Green Wolf tonight? Again, I got started late tonight. I was out on a date, so it took up most of my evening. But I decided then once it's over, then I was stream. So yeah, I've had a good time. I had some enchiladas. Yeah, right on, man. Excellent. Excellent. No rum for you tonight, huh? Taking it easy this evening, huh? That's good to hear. That's what I'm doing. I'm just taking it easy. Having a chill time. Cello, not cello. Gosh. Gosh. I do remember being in Italy and it being a little harder for me to understand just the little things that people were saying than in like France or Germany or something. It was just Italians speak a little faster and a little more. It's hard for me. Language is hard for me. Need a break from drinking till the weekends. Yeah, I'll give you a hand for that. I'll give you a hand for that, Green Wolf. There's the Green Wolf hand right there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been chilling. I drank a beer tonight. I had one Budweiser. But that was it. That was all I wanted. Sometimes you just want one beer. One big beer. Julian and myself used to buy the beer in the 64-ounce bottles. I remember that. Everything Goes Gray by Agent Orange in the car, and I had an epiphany. This song should be called I'm a Dumb Punk. Everything Turns Gray. That's a great song. That was the best part about the Get Smart movie, was that Agent Orange did the soundtrack for that movie. I loved that. I went to see it at the drive-in, and I was like, this is kick-ass. This is a stupid movie, but it's got a kick-ass soundtrack because it's Agent Orange. I loved that. They played the Get Smart theme song and everything. Freaking terrific. The one I want to do in the band is Hawaii 5-0, but that takes Hawaii 5-0 takes arrangement. That's kind of a difficult song. Yeah, that's a good policy, Green Wolf. Uh, the lyrics are very bizarre. Um, and the lyrics just aren't the focus. Agent Orange almost like could have been really more of just a instrumental band, but you know, they would play Pipeline and all that shit. Agent Orange's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they had to have the vocals to like make it sellable, and like that kind of punk music, it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter like what the actual lyrics were. I feel like at the time they were probably like, it just doesn't matter as long as we have lyrics. Right. Bloodstains, cheap thrills, fast cars, speed kills, rich girls, fine wine. I lost myself, I lost control, I lost my mind. It's just song lyrics. They just don't have to make sense. You know that. Pop song lyrics just don't have to make sense. Right? Mm. Even something like Creedence, it's like Creedence Clearwater Revival. Listen to the radio talking about the last show. Someone got excited and they called the state militia. I want to groove, playing in a traveling band. Yeah. You know, there's song lyrics. They don't have to be like, they just don't have to, I guess. They can just be whatever you want. I don't know. I think even if the lyrics are disjointed, just because it's a song, it ends up telling a story. You know. What's up, Pixel Pixie? How are you tonight? How are things up there? That's what I want to know. I am doing very well. I'm having a good evening. I'm just chilling. Staying sober. I only drank one beer tonight. I'm off beer for a little while. So that's cool. How's it going up there? Everybody's up late tonight. Everybody's up late. I got started. That's right. That's right. Thanks, Margus5. How did you make that do a thing? That's not even a word. Oh, you got cool in there. I see. Crafty, dude. You guys are crafty with the cools. That's amazing. It's amazing you made that work. What's up, Laura Toomey? That's right. Chilling like a villain. Number one villain right there, man. Laura Toomey. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss-up. Heroes and villains, right? Marcus made pizza. Nice. Nice. I had homemade pizza the other night. Lindsay made homemade pizza. That was super cool of her. That's right. David Byrne's disjointed lyrics always make me ecstatic. Makes me ecstatic. No, I love the Talking Heads. Especially the 70s records are awesome. Talking Heads. She's so super coolio. Who, her? You talking about her? Oh, you're talking about Linz for making the pizza. Yes, she is cool. Linz is very cool. She just moved in. I've only known her for a little while, but I like her. She's very cool. We were all fast friends over here, you know. We've got a little community in the apartments. Me and Swerve and her and anybody else who lives around here. It's pretty cool. Who won the big game? Who won the big game? Julian? I would say the Chicago Cubs won the big game this year. I'd have to give it to the Chicago Cubs for winning the World Series. I'm still hyped on that. You know I'm still hyped on that. That was like the biggest thing that happened in sports in the whole country in like the last 100 years. At least the last 500 years. What time is it? Let me see. Yes, she is very kind. Lindsay does good things for people. It's awesome. She really does. She does good. Back to the Future 2 came true. It's true. That is true. It was a prophecy. I do remember the big pizza. The pizza that we bought in Canada and brought back to the United States, or the big pizzas we had in Mexico. I remember eating some excellent Mexican pizzas with you. Let's see, what time is it? It is 2:38 a.m. here. 2:38. So yeah, definitely late for me. What about you guys? What time is it where you guys are? It's got to be late for you too. For Julian, what is it, like midnight there? It's like early evening there. They let you bring the pizza across the border. They let us bring part of the day-old pizza. Part of the day-old pizza, like in the back of the car, like in the back window of the car. And then we drove back here, and 3 days later, Julian Eaton ate the last of that pizza that had been sitting in the back of the car for 3 days. It was amazing. 20 to 4, same time for Green Wolf. Yeah, that's oh, so you're an hour ahead. It's even later for you guys. Well, thanks. Thank you guys. Hey, let me give you a hand. Marcus 5, Pixel Pixie. Big ups. Close enough to 420. Close enough for me, man. You know, 420 only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. That's what I'm saying. Wow, you guys are up late. You guys are up late. What, you got the day off work tomorrow? You don't got to go in and work or nothing? Everybody's up late. What about Green Wolf? Green Wolf, you off work, man? Everybody's up late. Just about. We could be drawing on pizza box canvases on an Etch-a-Sketch connected to a USB. Yeah! We did it, too. Yeah, I'd say, man. I'd say. I got like a kind of intense phone call last night at around 3 in the morning. And then I was on this phone call for a few hours, and so I didn't get to bed until like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. So, oh, that's right. You told me that last night. You go in later and you get out later. Gotcha. I don't know why. When people work like that, I always assume it's like you got to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know why. Dude, that would be cool. Dude, a interactive Etch-a-Sketch program for the PlayStation, man. Needs to happen. Definitely needs to happen. Dude, a sober person on PS Live, they do exist. Hey, thanks. It's true. Not all the time, Sore TV Gamer. I wouldn't say the sober stream is an exception for the rule for me, but definitely I go back and forth between sober and non-sober stream. Anybody who's watched can attest to that. Aha! A Nighthawk. That's a good kind of hawk to be. Nighthawks, I saw that one. With Sylvester Stallone and Rutger Hauer. Yeah, that's awesome. I used to be a bartender too. That's a rough occupation, definitely. Thank you, Sort TV Gamer. Being a bartender gets old. Best voice in hip hop? Dude, Shock G. You know it's Shock G. You know it's Shock G. VR Playroom. VR Playroom would be really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to the future of this. But I agree with you. Invite only is probably the way to go. I mean, we'll see. I mean, what is with that? Are the viewers represented going to be represented by avatars? Would they have to have a camera too, so they could like? I mean, how's it going to work? Yes, it's an interesting profession. You meet all sorts of interesting people being a bartender. Pixel Pixie, when I was a bartender like at a speakeasy too, so I wasn't even like at a legal bar. I was a bartender at like an illegal bar, so that made it. We had another level of interesting on top of it for that. That's the way it goes. Jeru, but I have to listen to some more. Shock G, man. Shock G is like the Peter Sellers of hip hop. That's what I say. That's what I say. What game have you been playing? Mainly Battlefield. I mainly play Battlefield. I'll play GTA 5. I was playing Killing Floor a bit, but I kind of got a little bored of Killing Floor. Is that like a bootlegger? It kind of is. Um, the bar I bartended at was actually not for profit, so so it was illegal, but definitely, basically, we didn't have a liquor license. So if we'd have gotten busted, we we would have gotten into trouble. But also we kept it fair to the customers by only charging them enough to keep the bar going. So it was more like having a social club that was under the radar, you know. The thing was, they banned smoking in bars here, and so we just opened up our own bar where you could smoke, you know. The Tony Hawk of Peter Sellers would be 1980s Eddie Murphy, is what I would say. Coming to America era Eddie Murphy. Either that or Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness was kind of Peter Sellers before Peter Sellers was. Mm-hmm. Shady bootlegger. Yeah, exactly. That must be like the term you have from them in Canada. Bootlegger, yeah. We would call it a speakeasy, I guess. Um, did you ever go to that speakeasy, Julian? I think you did. Do you know Charlie? I know Objective Charlie. I know Charlie bit my finger. There was a complimentary hoot bottle above the pool table. Hell yes. That's awesome. That is great. Good answer, Julian Eaton. Good answer. I like that answer. Yeah, but that's long gone now. Those were old days. But that was a lot of fun. You know, where I live, it can be a little boring, so we like to make our own fun here. We like to keep it interesting. Keep it weird, right? Where I live is a place that we got to keep it weird. they're really trying to normalize it here. It's 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 weird how they're trying to normalize it. I'll say that. They built an interstate, and now it's weird. I've never seen that show. I'm sorry. I've never seen that TV show. I know that that's a TV show, but I've never watched it. It's weird to think you could smoke anywhere before. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, even when I was in my 20s, though, you could still smoke like in airports and bars all over the place. In Europe, you could smoke anywhere. Yeah, you could just smoke anywhere. It was fine. Keep it weird, dude. Keep it weird. That's what I'm screaming. We gotta work to keep our little town a cool town here. But you know, the thing about where I live too is it's like a transient community, so people come and go, people move away. It's never, you know, there's the solid base of people is very small, and then so it's hard. But who knows? Maybe people will start moving here as like a hippie destination or something. I don't know. Who is the Tony Hawk of normalization? Let me think about that. The Tony Hawk of normalization. Hmm. I don't know. The City Council of Portland, Oregon. That's what I'll say. That's the best answer I can come up with that for that. Movie theaters in SIGs was a thing. Yep. It was. You used to be able to smoke in the movie theater. That's for sure. You used to be able to smoke in the movie theater. Not anymore. Restaurants, you'd go into the restaurant and it would have a smoking section and non-smoking section. They'd ask you where you wanted to sit, you know. And I mean, that was any restaurants. That was like when you went to Steak and Shake. There are still places here. It's not statewide, so you could go to a fast food restaurant in a rural area here, and then you could smoke in the gas station or the little restaurant or something. It's like city by city where I live. I smoked with a moo cow named Fran once. I remember you guys were smoking the hookah. You were smoking the hookah. That was crazy. That was wild, man. I can remember a mom smacking their kid's bare ass in the mall. Oh man. Yep. Yep, that's right. That's how it was. Oh, there were places you could smoke in the mall. I remember standing in the mall smoking. Definitely. Yeah, that was the time. That was the time. I miss it. I wish I could just go back there for a little while. I would just like to go back and see it. Just a little taste. Like just for one day. That's my Marty McFly dream. I wouldn't really care to go into the future. If the DeLorean came and picked me up, if the DeLorean came and picked me up, took me 30 years in the future, and then they were like, "Hey, Splinternut, you know, who's the president in 2037?" I'd be like, Skrillex. It's obviously Skrillex is the president. Don't you know that? I do vape sometimes. I don't have a nice vaporizer right now, but I used to have like the volcano. I'd have the big volcano vaporizer, but I just haven't invested. I haven't invested in a good vape, and I don't really do the cigarette vaping. So I like the vaping for the other stuff definitely, but I don't like it when it's the liquid. The liquid kind of creeps me out. So I've tried it. I've definitely tried it. Jaundice, get your hands off. Then escalator. Jaundice. Jaundice is the kid's name. I love it. Oh yeah. David Blaine. I love it. I love it. Hey man, what's up? How you doing, Eric Garcia? No, vaping the other stuff is grand. That's the way to go. I love it. I liked the volcano with the big bags. I loved the bag. I'd much rather have been born in 2008 than 1978, cuz then yeah, I mean, you'd get to live all the way through the Skrillex administration. It'll be great. I'm glad I was born. I'm glad I was born in the time and place that I was. I really am. I'm very thankful for it. I mean, it's kind of impossible not to have been. The future is always the future. Like right now, this moment we're at right now, like it's the farthest into the future we've ever been. And then tomorrow, when it's tomorrow, the present is always the farthest into the future. It's like the future is like a wall, and you can walk halfway there, and then walk halfway there again, then walk halfway again, and you get closer and closer and closer, but you're never going to get there. You know? Tomorrow, like what is right now? Is tomorrow, is it today or is it tomorrow? What is it? But there's never any such. So anybody can say it. There is no tomorrow. There's not. It's not going to happen. It'll never get here. That's right. All there really is right now. That's all we have. That's all we ever have. We'll have. It is tomorrow in Japan, and this is true. But if you flew to Japan to go to tomorrow, you would be in today once you get there. But I don't think I much miss friends like you living through the 80s and 90s. Well, I'll agree with you there. I'm glad I was born in the time and place I was because I know the people I know, and I've had the experiences that I've had. So, yeah, this is the only future that I can see. You know, we got what we got. We just got to make the best of it. I'm just glad that I was born in a time and place that like certain things were available. You know, if I had been born in the '60s or something, I could maybe not be here right now. Japanese people are from, well, Japan is technically in the future. The entire country of Japan is like, if you want a picture of the future for the whole world, it's there. It should be the model. There's no other place like it where it's like so compact, and they're all everybody's living in that style. You know, if we want to make the United States good in the future, if we want to make it like we got to look to Japan. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree, Pixel Pixie. Japan, it's the future. I believe it. I believe in it. No, and I really should smoke less, vape more, take my change to the grocery store. I'm with it. Yeah, it's the future. They're way ahead. Yeah, vape is much better. Vape tastes better. With vape, it's no tar or anything like that. The volcano, the bag, and it would just like have the residue, the oil residue on the bag. Thing about it is, everything that comes out of the vape is like usable. If you smoke it, it's just kind of going to waste, honestly. That was a great freestyle rap. I want to hear the rest of it. I tried to think of more. I only could think of that first part, Julian. That's always been my problem with freestyling, is it's a total brain fart. But I guess with this, I am sort of freestyling in a way. You know, I'm having a rap battle with myself. Right? That's going to be the next song. The next song I write is going to be streamers, viewers, and trolls. Get a shitload of CBD. Oh, the oil, only weed, and just smoke tons of joints. Yeah, right? Thank you, Julian. Edibles, but I do enjoy a good vape. That's right. Kick ass. No, the next thing for me is going to be quitting cigarettes. I'm going to do it. I will do this in the future. I need to quit smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking cigarettes for like 2 years, not very long ago, but then I was drinking and I pick it up. That's always happens. I quit and I'm doing fine, and I'll do fine for a couple years. And then I drink and I don't even know I'm smoking. And then people will be like, dude, you were smoking last night. And I'll like taste it in my throat. I know. That I haven't figured out yet, Julian. I haven't figured it out. I think this game is more akin to like Pac-Man, where you just keep eating the pellets and you don't win. That's my theory, anyways. Oh, you bet. Oh, you bet. You know it. Also, really, like, it's always available to me. I can just go to the drugstore and now buy the gum over the counter. So I really could switch to nicotine gum, and I've used it before. It helps me wean off cigarettes. I can totally do it. I can totally do it. I just have to want to. One thing, Marcus, is I don't like to drink alcohol in the wintertime. I don't like to drink alcohol when it's cold. So I think this winter would be a good time. You can get side. Yeah, man. That's right. The CBD is really good. You can win in the end. I will, dude. Yes, the theme song from Teen Wolf 2. The end theme song from Teen Wolf 2, Win in the End. My favorite is the LA Raiders song when the Raiders won the Super Bowl. We wear the silver, we wear the black. I love that. The Super Bowl shuffle's got nothing on the Raiders, the Raiders rap or whatever. I bought cheese today after not having it for 3 days. You didn't have cheese for 3 days? Shit. Now that's rough. That's rough. See, even cheese can be addictive. That's right, but you just gotta replace the addiction with another addiction. I had cheese today. I had cheese in an enchilada. I did. I had enchiladas. Yum cheese. What kind of cheese did you buy? That's what I want to know. What's your favorite? I'm a fiend for cheese. Yes, I do too. I love that. Aaron. Dude, Key and Peele are so funny. Key and Peele are just that's the funniest show. I love it. They're freaking hilarious. I didn't see the movie. I didn't see the movie he directed. What was it? It was called Get Out or something? I wanted to see that one. Yeah, matzah and cheddar. Yum. And I do like a smoked Gouda. I like the fresh mozzarella. Yum, yum. And like a sharp English cheddar. I like blue cheese a lot. If KITH is a 10, where is Key and Peele? Oh, Kids in the Hall is a 10. Where is Key and Peele? I would say an 8 or a 9, dude. Key and Peele's so good. My favorite is the Continental Breakfast. The sketch where he does the Continental Breakfast. Yeah. Yeah, I like the sharp, tangy cheddar. We have a cheddar discrepancy here. 8 or 5 year. Don't you know you've always been here? It's great. It's like a comedic Twilight Zone episode. It's like a comedic Twilight Zone episode with The Shining. It's so good. Hey, you too, Green Wolf. Have a good night, man. Cheers, dude. Be good. I hope everything good happens to you. That's what I'm gonna say. All my best, man. Everything is a 1 compared to Kids in the Hall. But see, we can all agree that Kids in the Hall is a 10. Kids in the Hall is like the bar for that, I would say. I mean, it's probably the funniest show that's been on in the last 30 years. It's so funny. But Key and Peele are clever. They really are. A solid 1, though. Yes, it was the best show ever. Yes, we can all agree. I just remember thinking, this is so much funnier than Saturday Night Live. Also, we used to like Upright Citizens Brigade. Upright Citizens Brigade was really solid and really funny. It's close to Python, but not quite there. 24 Pythons! If Monty Python had a guest appearance by the Hulkster. Julian Eaton, here's my question for you and everybody else. Favorite Hulk Hogan movie? Name your favorite Hulk Hogan movie. That's what I want to hear. Or really any movie starring a pro wrestler. Favorite movie starring a pro wrestler or favorite um, pro wrestler actor? Johnny Blue Jeans. Yeah, Viva Variety. I loved it, dude. I love it. Johnny Blue Jeans. Man, that shit was a riot. I went to see them live one time at Second City in Chicago. I saw all the people from the state, all the people that were on like Reno 911 and everything. They were funny. Getting to see them live was awesome. Aren't all wrestlers actors? You know, it's like fruits and vegetables, Marcus. It's like all fruits are vegetables, but not all vegetables are fruits. Aren't all models actors? I want to be a actor slash model and not the other way around. Marcus and I talked about dressing up as wrestlers for Halloween. Hell yeah. Dude, you should be a famous tag team. You should be like Demolition or the Legion of Doom or something. It got to be classic WWF wrestling, though. That's what I'm screaming. Well, oh, yeah, so you could keep ripping the shirt off? Man. Thanks, Pixel Pixie. Thank you. That's right. Dude. Man. I think if I went, I would have to be Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'd hand out Slim Jims. I'd give everybody Slim Jims. Oh yeah! Snap into it! No holds barred because it's a movie about wrestling starring a wrestler that does not tell a wrestling story. Yes! It has two wrestlers in it. It had a Hulk Hogan and Zeus in it. Dink and doink. Yeah! Oh yeah! Well, Macho Man and the Hulkster were a tag team, so you could be that. Dude, I was hoping somebody would mention Hell Comes to Frogtown, because Roddy Piper is my personal favorite wrestler turned actor. Anything with Piper is badass. They Live, dude. They Live is an amazing movie. I love it. Yes, They Live. I love it. You win the prize, MD Menard. I love it. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, doesn't Hacksaw Jim Duggan do like stand-up comedy now? I thought he was like a stand-up comedian or something like that at this point. I think he's been here to my town. Predator, yes. Yes, Predator, high on the list. Dude. Schwarzenegger, dude. And, Jesse Ventura. Old wrestling was so amazing back then. It really was. That was really the best era of pro wrestling. Was 80s. Classic wrestling. I need to see this comedian Jim. Yes, I think that's what he does now. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, is like a preacher. He's a Pentecostal preacher, and he goes around and does like revival shows and stuff. Yes, Andre the Giant. How could we forget Andre the Giant? What an awesome performance. in The Princess Bride. He deserved an Oscar for that, honestly. The Princess Bride is just an amazing movie all around. Yeah, no shit. How did we miss that one? You know? Gosh. But honestly, I'm looking forward to the day when The Rock is going to be the first wrestler turned president of the United States. That's what I'm looking forward to. The Rock in 2020. He's running. So, not to mention Columbo. Yeah, right? Peter Falk? Columbo? Oh, man. That was embarrassing. I showed my redneck Polar Pop on screen. Jeez, oh, Pete. Ventura would be better than The Rock? Well, I guess they're going to have to settle that in the ring, huh? They're going to have to settle that in the ring. Vote Jerry the King Lawler. Yes. Yeah, The Rock, dude. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say that Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably more electable, but I would prefer The Rock's politics. You know? But if I'm going to personally vote for a wrestler, it's going to be Mankind. If Mankind ran for office, now there's a thing. That would be something. But yeah, definitely, I would say, The Rock could run on the Democratic ticket. Stone Cold can run as the Republican. Everybody be happy. Oh shit, Man on the Moon. Stone Cold has okay politics. Mankind has the best politics. Oh yeah, Man on the Moon. Yeah, Jerry Lawler. It was in the movie, yes. Yeah. I think really Marcus had it right. All wrestlers are actors, really. Yes. I joked about it, but I wholeheartedly agree. Canadian earthquake for Prime Minister. Is he deceased? I loved the earthquake. Canadian earthquake for Prime Minister. Oh man, that would be like the biggest revolution in Canadian politics. Yes, very sad. Very sad. Piper was the man, dude. I love that we have the whole North American continent represented here. We have Canada, Mexico, and the United States, like consistently represented in the stream. Ew, ew, yes. It was like he was sweating embalming fluid or something. Ugh. And I think Paul Bearer really added to the disgusting element. The Undertaker looked gross, but like Paul Bearer and the Undertaker together was really gross. They were disgusting. Canadian earthquake for president. For prime minister. It just sounds even so much more civilized. Prime minister. It just sounds by having a prime minister and not a president, it already sounds more legit. Uh, President Camacho. Did you hear about the progressive liberal wrestler? Question mark. Yes, Paul Bearer really. Yes, Paul Bearer really looked the part. He was real in the part. He convinced you. He looked like that guy. He never looked healthy. He didn't look so healthy, that's for sure. God, what do you think it was like for all those guys backstage? That's what I want to know. What did all those people talk about backstage? Whoa, Post.com calls himself progressive liberal. He's the most hated wrestler on the Apollo. Oh my God! Yeah, he had the urn. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, that was really when it was a lot of fun. Definitely. And he had like the spooky voice too. Ooh. Brother Hart's cousin or something? Hey Julian, have you ever taken a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia? Every time I'm going through Georgia and we go through there. Yep. That's what brothers watch. That is what boys watch when they're kids. That's what they like. If it's got space guns or play violence, they're freaking into it. Kids love that shit. I loved it when I was a kid. I mean, clearly. How exactly do you get a job being as a wrestler sidekick? You have to go to wrestler sidekick school. There's an actual school just for wrestler sidekicks. There's a kid here who's like a bodybuilder, and I told him when he was like 17 that if he went to pro wrestling school that I would pay for it, and he turned me down. He turned me down. I would have paid for him to go to... I had the money at the time. I could have done it. He was like, I'm into UFC. I was like, dude, that sucks. You'd be an awesome pro wrestler. Yeah, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, pro wrestler sidekick. Yeah, being a manager is a completely different thing. Hey, good night, Pixel Pixie. You guys have a good evening up there. You have a good night, all right? Always nice to hear from you. I love it. Wrestling is so cathartic and socially orating. I don't like the blood in the indie shows, though. Yeah, I agree with you there. Hey, have a great night, Pixel Pixie. Always nice to hear from you. Love it. Big ups to you. I remember going to like local wrestling shows with you, and it being pretty brutal. Peace, Marcus, man. Thank you, dude. Thanks for tuning in. I love those things. I just freaking love those things. Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's late, but I thought I'd go on stream anyways. Have a good time, you know? What the heck? Thanks, you guys. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the positivity and support. It's awesome. I just like to have a good time, you know? You guys know. I always have to keep looking up here and make sure I'm still ticking. Last night I stopped ticking and I just kept talking. I felt like a fool. I don't know what exactly happened there. Yeah, no shit. You're gonna go to Oregon? That's like late August, huh? Cool. Um, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'm trying to, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Julian, you're just gonna have to give me a phone call. Give me a phone call sometime, whenever it's convenient for you. Just call me and we'll talk shop, man. Because I would like to get out there. It'd be awesome. But I gotta get everything lined up. I gotta like, figure out my situation. I got this thing to think about. You know how it goes. I do have some responsibilities here. Oh, did that piss you off? Did you not like that? Did you see her give me that look? What? I'm just scritching you. She's good. I love my little companion. Yeah, please, man, just give me a call and we'll discuss it. Because I really would like to get out there. But I'm always in some sort of situation or another. So, we'll see. We'll see. But who knows? I could figure it out. I could figure it out. It can happen. I can make stuff happen. That has happened. It really does. The year 2000 feels like yesterday. I can't believe it's been so long. It's actually freaking mind blowing. I mean, just the fact that I turned 39 this week, I just can't believe it. It's so weird. But that's how it happens. And time's like speeding up, it seems like. It just keeps going faster. It just keeps going faster. I feel it accelerating. Oh, hey, thanks, MD Maynard. Thanks. That was last week. Yep. Thank you, MD Maynard. That's what happens. We all just keep going around the sun, right? And then I was standing in the shower and I was like, what's the big deal? I've just been around the sun 39 times. That's nothing, you know? It's just laps, right? Congratulations on another lap. You made it one more lap. Yeah, it's a revolution. Yeah, the year 2000 feels like yesterday. I don't feel different, you know? Like in my mind and everything, I don't feel much different. It just keeps going. But what I have to say is that that trip in 2000 was like one of the most fun times I've ever had in my whole life. So, you always have that. And that's why a vacation, a trip like that, it's always worth it. Spend the money on it. Go to the place where you want to go, because once you've been there, and nobody can take that away from you. You know, tattoos. You get a tattoo, then you have the tattoo. Like I have to like lose the whole limb to lose the tattoos. You know, you look older and wiser. I mean, that's um, depending on who you are. I mean, if you're someone older and wiser than me, then I'm younger and dumber. But if you're someone younger and dumber than me, then I'm could be older and wiser. So that's subjective, I would say. That's right, man. That was so much fun. Well, now you're there, man. Now you're there. You're there for a reason because you love it, man. Because it's a great place and you love it. You know. How are you, Sarah Rowland? What's up with you? I've stopped having birthdays at 44. You stopped. Nice. Well, that's really a terrific plan. Um, you just stop going around the sun on the planet, huh? I mean, yeah, right. If you go out into outer space and you go away from the sun and you're not rotating around the sun, are you still aging? You still aging at the same rate? Is that how it works? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm all right. You know, the old ticker doesn't work as well as it used to, but I'm working on it. You know, you got to expand that mental energy, and keeping a positive attitude is really the thing. That's what I say. I say I have a positive dental attitude. I have a positive dental outlook. That's what I keep telling myself, anyways. Yeah, good plan. I should have thought of that when I was 29. I should have said, "Oh, I'll stop having birthdays. I'll just be 29. That'll be great." Yeah, got that PMA. Aye, he's got that PMA. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You drop the PMA, you're sunk, man. Definitely. You gotta have that attitude. You gotta have that PMA. Hey, good night, Marcus. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always good to talk to you, dude. Love it. Love it, Marcus. Good night, man. Thank you. Skiers to Guam. Yeah, love it. Good night, Marcus. Have a good one, dude. Always awesome. Do you think one day mankind could live on Mars? You mean like mankind as a whole, or just mankind the wrestler? Because um, I think maybe mankind the wrestler could live on Mars, but I don't think the entirety. Mars is really small compared to the Earth. It's tiny. I don't think we'd all fit so hot. I don't think it'd be great. In all seriousness, though, Sarah, what I'm gonna say is I'm pretty sure Mars is just a kind of a shitty rock. Like Mars doesn't have an active core. It's not alive like the Earth is alive. It doesn't have an active core, so it doesn't produce a. Yeah, Mick Foley. Maybe Mick Foley just by himself go live on Mars. One thing about Mick Foley was born right here in my living room. Um, but yeah, so Mars doesn't produce a magnetosphere. So like any of the shit from the sun, any of the solar wind, the radiation, it just hits the planet. So I don't see how it's possible. I don't think human beings could actually live there. There's nothing we can do with it. It's kind of just a shitty rock. It's questionable to me that Mars is like even really technically like a planet. It's almost like an enormous asteroid. It is a planet. I guess maybe it used to be an active planet, but it's dead now. So, who knows? And that's not to say maybe at one time in the past Mars was inhabited. That's a possibility. Mick Foley has been in your living room. No, Mick Foley was born here in the town that I'm from. So here on Earth is, I would say, Mick Foley's kind of the Peter Sellers of pro wrestlers there. He's got a bunch of lives. He has many lives. Mick Foley's too dynamic of a character for that. That's why I think the survival on Mars. That would be my conjecture. The flag of Guam depicts the sole coconut tree on the island. There are many coconut trees on Guam. Guam is wealthy with coconut trees. But yes, in the flag it's just one. That's all it is. I love it. I love it for its simplicity. I'm just all about Guam. Hawaii is out. Guam is in. That's what's hot for 2017. It's on my hot not list. Guam, hot. Hawaii, not. If I was a wrestler in WWE, what would I be called? I would be called the Flying Splinternut. And I do my signature finishing move, the flying back rake. The flying back rake from Splinternut. The flying Splinternut. Super porky. Yeah, I'll give you a hand for that, Sarah. You get a hand for that one. I love it. I love it. Yes, Mick Foley has been living a lie this whole time. He's not who he says he is. No matter who he says he is, he's not who he says he is. You can count on that. I love it. Maybe I should do a pro wrestling stream. That'd be great. I love it. No, there are many coconut trees and many coconuts. It's delicious. Guam's the thing, man. Hashtag Guam life. Mick Foley is from Guam. Are you from Guam? I took a trip there to dive back in '92. Oh, interesting. Dude, that's cool, man. I'll bet that was freaking great, man. Interesting. Interesting. You were diving, huh? Like scuba. You were for scuba. Beautiful, man. No, I'll break the fourth wall here. I'm not in Guam. Flying Splinternut versus Mick Foley next WrestleMania. Dude, I'd do it. I'd go up against him. I would get my freaking butt kicked. Smashing my head in the tacks. Yes. Yes. Yeah, scuba. That's cool. I've never scuba'd. Yeah, I'd take on Mick Foley. For sure. For sure. I need to bone up. I need to train first. But I'd do it. I'd go in there. I'd go heel against Mick Foley and get my ass kicked. Just to get in the ring, you know? The Flying Splinternut. I would wreck myself. Nah, I think Splinternut could take a bump or two. I could do it. I'd have to get contact lenses though. I can't see so good. Because of these glasses, I can't see so good. Yeah, totally cool. That's amazing. No, that's the whole like thing. I think if I keep the Guam thing up at some point in time, I'll actually get to go there. That's my objective, is to visit Guam at some point in time. I want to go to there. That's my bag. Guam and Guam stuff, that's my bag, baby. Versus Mick Foley. There's never been a blind wrestler gimmick. I guess I could do it. I guess that could be mine. Girls on stream twice from scratch. Fair enough. There's never been a yeah. Never been a blind wrestler. I could do it. I could be the blind wrestler. The flying Splinternut. He's blind as a freaking bat. It's like you always get the salt in your eyes. Always put salt in your eyes. Always put salt in your eyes. Huh. Mm. Train, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and then get your ass kicked by Mick Foley. Yep, I'm a little Hulkamaniac. And model from Strength with Credit Cats. Take your vitamins, brother. That's right. That's right. That's what the man says. That is what the man says. I can't piece together that sentence. I don't understand that sentence. Aubrey. Aubrey. Take your vitamins, brother. Flintstones vitamins. I don't take vitamins. Hulk up from the camera, please. 24 pythons! Snap into it! I can do a better... I do a better Macho Man than a Hulk. Snap into a Slim Jim! Pretty funny, reminds me of an old Rucker Hauer movie, Blind Fury. Yes, that's right, sir. That is right. You mean this Rucker Hauer movie, Blind Fury, on VHS, available at your local video store for rental? That one? Oh, yes. VHS for life, man. All VHS all the time. That's what I'm screaming. You bet. Yeah. VH what? VH Escape from LA. Snake is back. Oh, you bet, man. VHS. If I didn't have VHS tapes, how would I watch Invasion USA with Chuck Norris? What would I do? What would I do without it? Uh, yeah, I love movies. I love it. Yeah, here's some classics. I pulled out some classics for you. Well, there you go. Best of the Best 2. The sequel to the Best of the Best. Gotta have that. Gotta have Airplane. Any Which Way You Can with Clint Eastwood and the ape. Oh, yeah. Look what else I got. Skookum Troopers. Gotta have Skookum Troopers. Yeah, I've got everything on VHS. I got it all on VHS, man. Dude, Invasion USA. My favorite part about Invasion USA is it's so plausible. It was like way ahead of its time. It's so plausible. And they don't really invade the whole US, it's just Florida. They're like just attacking Florida. Yeah, let's see what else I can dig up for you. Let's see. Oh, I got some good ones. Let me just look on the internet here. Whoa! Before I had the internet, I just called all the tapes the internet. This is my internet, you guys. This is what I did before. Oh, here you go. Hey, you guys like Joe Don Baker movies? I got Walking Tall. We can watch Walking Tall if you want to watch a Joe Don Baker movie. Oh, here's a good one. Jacob's Ladder, 90s classic, Tim Robbins. Terrific movie. Oh, the one with Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons is called... Oh, I have it. I have a copy of it. What is that fucking movie called, man? With the robots, and Gene Simmons has a crazy gun. Kirstie Alley's in it, too. Damn, I have a copy of that movie. It's called like Freak Out or something like that. It's called like man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I have a copy of that movie. Definitely. Fright Night. There's a horror movie. Fright Night's an awesome horror movie. Fright Night. Amanda Bierce. Roddy McDowell. Definitely a classic. Oh, what is that movie called? That's driving me crazy. Kirstie Alley. Yeah, what was it called? It's called like I don't know. Runaway. It's Runaway. Yes. I do have a VHS copy of it. The Boys from Brazil. There you go. Gregory Peck. Laurence Olivier. Dude. Classic movie. Very good. Here you go. Thank you, Sam Raimi, for making Darkman. Yes, Darkman. Oh, here you go. The John Borman classic Deliverance. Great movie. Here's another horror. Herbert West Reanimator. Gotta have it. Space Hunter. Yes, thank you so much, Casper. Time Bandits. Casino Royale. Peter Sellers, Woody Allen, David Niven, as James Bond. The original Casino Royale from the 60s. Yeah, man. Yes, Runaway. Gosh, I want to find that tape now. That's the problem with having this analog internet, is it takes up a lot of space. Like, all the tapes that I have, you could just fit on, like, a hard drive. Yeah. Oh, here you go. This one is a Kirstie Alley movie also, with Tom Berenger and Sidney Poitier, Shoot to Kill. And one of my all-time favorites. I mean, this has to be one of the worst movies ever made. If you've never watched this movie, don't. This is the best of the worst, man. Best of the worst. No, yeah, I've got a little bit of everything. It's pretty crazy. I own literally thousands of movies on VHS. What you see here is like the tip of the iceberg, honestly. They're just all over the place. I remember seeing Runaway, like, on Encore. Back when, like, cable TV really became accessible to everybody. I remember seeing that. Yes, I do have movies. I love Mel Brooks. Thank you, Casper. I appreciate that. Yes, it is the one where they track the thief in the mountains. Shoot to Kill? Yeah. Tom Berenger, Sidney Poitier. This is a good movie. This one's really awesome, actually. And the other actor that's in it that is so good is the Kurgan. What's his name? It's oh, I always forget his name. The guy who's the Kurgan in the Highlander. Oh, Tom Clancy. Or Clancy Brown. It's Clancy Brown. Who's the Kurgan in the Highlander. Clancy Brown's in that movie, too. Gotta have the Highlander. That's a gimme. Yeah, I'm not seeing Blazing Saddles, but I know that I have it. I do have Blazing Saddles. He's in Starship Troopers. Yeah, he is, isn't he? It's funny. That's the most fun thing about movies is it's like, it's kind of all the Kevin Bacon game. It's so fun to put it together. Here's Flesh and Blood with Rutger Hauer and Jennifer Jason Leigh. Ever see that one? Beauty movie, eh? This one's awesome. Susan Tyrrell. Yeah. The old Italian Western. Shoot the Living, Pray for the Dead, with Klaus Kinski, the great Klaus Kinski in that one. Oh, here's another classic. Look at this. I found another classic for you. It's Summer School, starring Mark Harmon and a dog, and also Kirstie Alley. Can you tell I was like into Kirstie Alley movies? Here's a winner. Return of the King, the animated. Oh, adult movies, like Video Nasties. Yes. I'll tell you. I'll tell you, I only liked softcore pornography, so yes, I'll show you a couple examples. Old school, yeah, VHS. Dude, Airport 77, Christopher Lee, yeah, George Kennedy, James Stewart, Jack Lemmon. Dude, this is like the last Stewart movie that James Stewart was ever in. Yes, Flesh and Blood is very erotic. If Flesh and Blood actually falls under the category of like semi-erotica, I would say. Not this movie though. Not Class of Nukem High, but it is a classic. Class of Nukem High, you know it. This is a classic. John Borman's Excalibur. Who's in this? Oh, this is Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren starring in that, yeah. Flesh and Blood's just a cool movie all around. Bronson. Gotta have Bronson. Murphy's Law. And so you get into classics too. Humphrey Bogart and the Maltese Falcon. And see then, I've got the tattoo for the Maltese Falcon. Movies blast from the past. Hey, thanks, Andy Boyd. Thank you. It's fun. It's a fun hobby to have. Okay, so you asked for erotica. You've got it. Here you go. Here's the story of O with Corinne Cleary. Oh man, that's a late night. That's a late night winner right there. Jeez. Or here, what about this? Under Lock and Key. See, it's only softcore, right? That's fun. Or erotica. Wild Orchid. Wild Orchid's a pretty hot movie, really. Or my favorite genre is the sexy comedy. The sexy comedy is always a winner, too. So you kind of get it all represented there. You've got, like, exploitation, sexy comedy, erotica, and that's what you're going to have for softcore pornography. It's not even fair actually calling softcore pornography. I just think it's a misnomer is my contention. Damn, I have a cold. I need some tissue. Lol. I love it. Buckaroo Banzai. Must have. You gotta have Buckaroo Banzai. Hakuna Matata from Russia. Friends, what's up? What's up in Russia? How you doing? Are you watching Purple Rain in Russia? Are you watching the excellent movie with Prince, Purple Rain in Russia? So that's what I'm fixing to do. Or what about House? Ding dong, you're dead. What a turd. This movie's terrible. Here, I did find a Mel Brooks for whoever was requesting the Mel Brooks. I didn't find Blazing Saddles, but this is probably my favorite Mel Brooks movie, is Young Frankenstein. I love Mel Brooks. Oh, this one's cool. If you've never seen this, Time After Time, it's Malcolm McDowell and Mary Steenburgen. Yeah, this is a fun movie. It's like H.G. Wells really invents the time machine, and Jack the Ripper steals it, and then H.G. Wells has to go back in time to stop Jack the Ripper. It's crazy. That movie's ridiculous. 70s classic, Logan's Run. Some god-awful movie Frank Zappa made. And this is one of my personal favorites. I do remember Looker with Albert Finney. I remember them playing that movie on late night TV. I do not have a copy of that movie. I don't own that one, but I remember that movie. That movie was like pretty hot. This is Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall in The Big Sleep. And if you ever watch, I really recommend watching this movie, The Big Sleep, because if you're a fan of The Big Lebowski, you're going to see all the interesting scenes from The Big Lebowski represented. The Big Lebowski was based on this movie and another Bogart movie that I can't remember the title of, but it's the one where he just kind of gets beat up through the whole thing and kind of stumbles around in it. So yeah, great movies. I love movies. I do remember Looker. Yes, Big Sleep is fantastic. I have seen Blade Runner. I have seen The Hitcher. I have copies of all those. Actually, I've got all the different kinds of Blade Runner. I've got Blade Runner, the theatrical version. I've got Blade Runner, the director's cut, and the final cut or whatever. I've got it in all the different versions. I actually have a copy of Blade Runner on Betamax somewhere. I've got a copy of Purple Rain, and I've got a copy of Blade Runner on Betamax that I've found in collections. What was cool was, you know, at one point in time, everybody was just getting rid of all these. So I took them all, and then I ended up with a fantastic collection of movies. But now I got to lug all these VHS tapes around, so who really wins in that situation, huh? Yeah, I thought I got Time Bandits out. Blade Runner is its own. Blade Runner is like a standalone movie, definitely. There's the sequel coming out, right? I haven't seen. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I want to see it. Yeah, because Blade Runner is just really definitive for the time. I remember seeing it when I was a kid and not really getting it. And then... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Time Bandits. One really fun thing. Get on YouTube and watch the trailer for Time Bandits. Time Bandits had an excellent trailer. Yeah, here, I'll grab some more. So, yeah, if you like Time Bandits, Brazil is a trip of a movie. Boy, that one's really shiny. Brazil is just like eating a hit of acid for 90 minutes. Here is Blade Runner. Here's a copy of Blade Runner I have, and this is the original theatrical version with the narration. So this is Blade Runner like as it came out in the theater, and how you would have seen it if you'd gone to see it originally. Now with the voiceover it still has the Vangelis music. It's got a different ending. If you've never seen that version, it's worth watching. Steve McQueen and Bullet, eh? Did you see it? It's a beauty movie. Beauty driving in this movie. Peter Yates directed this one. Same guy who directed Crawl and Breaking Away. Cronenberg. You've got to have Cronenberg. Got to have Videodrome. What are you doing collecting videos and not having Videodrome, right? More Coen Brothers. Blood Simple. Little David Lynch for you. Gotta have David Lynch. This is an amazing movie. Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum. The Alex Cox classic, Straight to Hell. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun hobby. I love it when the VHS tapes like turn into the topic. Because really, it's like, if it's not, what did I collect all the VHS tapes for? You know, it's like a very large conversation piece. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, movies are fun to talk about. That's really like the thing. This is a great one. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Treasure of the Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I used to do. I didn't always have a PlayStation 4, you know? I wasn't just born with a PlayStation 4 in my hands. Yeah, totally looking forward to the new Blade Runner. Well, that was fun. That was fun, getting my tapes out. Here's my... Well, here, I'll show you one. Oh, jeez. My dad loved Bogart. Yes, hell yeah, man. That's right. Oh, man. So you've seen them all, man. They're terrific. Yeah. Hell yes. That's great. One of my favorite Woody Allen movies is Sleeper. I love Sleeper. Boxed up in storage. Yeah, see, that's where they go. You know? See, this is my favorite. If you can find the big box tapes, like the old ones from the... I love it. Yes. Yeah, that's what collections are for. To share with people, right? You don't collect anything for yourself. You do, but it's more fun to like... You can talk to people about it. This is one of my favorites of all time. Pat Garrett and the Billy the Kid, James Coburn, and Chris Christopherson. It's Chris Christopherson as Billy the Kid in this. Yeah. But that's what's awesome. It has the fold out and it tells you all the whole cast. Pat Garrett, James Coburn, Billy the Kid, Chris Christopherson. Jason Robards is in this movie. Bob Dylan, Rita Coolidge, Jack Elam, and Slim Pickens as Sheriff Breaker. Dude, it's Brainstorm. This is Brainstorm. It's Christopher Walken and Natalie Wood, Louise Fletcher. This was Natalie Wood's last movie. Natalie Wood actually died during the filming of this movie, or it probably would have been a better movie. Sci-fi thriller in the year. From its dynamic opening credits to its equally stunning climax, Brainstorm is a fluid, fast-moving film that brings as much excitement to the workings of the inner mind as an outer space epic. Yeah, Brainstorm. Yeah, finding those big box tapes are really cool. Yeah, here's a good one to have. Big box. The Hunger. This is with David Bowie, right? Susan Sarandon, yeah. This is a trip. Who's it? Oh yeah, Dan Hedaya. Dan Hedaya's in this too, which is just freaking creepy and weird. It's just a freaking creepy and weird movie. The man. It's such a weird movie. Brainstorm is a freaking trip, man. Chris Christopherson was your neighbor. What? Was he going out to get his newspaper? Did he say, "Hello, MD Maynard"? How you doing, MD Maynard? Well, I'm gonna be going. I'm getting my paper. I'm gonna be going now. You want me to sing Me and Bobby McGee for you? Well, I'm not gonna. No shit. Chris Christopherson's awesome. Sam Peckinpah always cast him too, which is cool. He was friends with Harry Dean Stanton. Him and Harry Dean Stanton were tight, and Harry Dean's who got Christopherson into the movies. Harry Dean's in Pat Garrett and the Billy Kid also. Any movie with Harry Dean Stanton is worth watching. That's what I'm gonna say. Or M. Emmett Walsh. If a movie has M. Emmett Walsh or Harry Dean Stanton in it, watch that shit. You didn't see him jog, but his wife used to talk with you. Right on. That's cool, man. Chris Christopherson. He's a good actor, really. He's in that Planet of the Apes. I've got that Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. He's in this one with Mark Wahlberg. He's in this movie with Mark Wahlberg. This is a silly movie. This is a freaking ridiculous movie. But it's probably also one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. Here I just had to grab another classic for you. Andromeda Strain. Before Jurassic Park, you had Andromeda Strain and Westworld and all that good business. Movies. Oh boy. Yes, it was fun. That was fun. Movies are fun. It's an inexhaustible topic. Like there's just there's just so much you can talk about with music, with movies. There's so much you can talk about with music too. I must be getting tired. I must be getting tired. I've been riding my horse all day. I must be getting tired. Oh man. I really don't know if that's a good or bad Chris Christopherson impersonation. I can't hear it on your end, but it's cracking me up. I think my Chris Christopherson is a little too much like my Nick Nolte, though. I'm blending it in. God damn it, Chewbacca. Get back there and fix the damn hyperdrive. Rub one out, Rosie. I prefer some VHS movies over DVD. And why is that, Rub one out, Rosie? Why do you prefer the format? I'm not so much. Some DVDs are letterboxed in weird ways, and they can look like shit, definitely. But see, behind this television, I have a floor model television. So I've got like my Korean VCR and my floor model television. So I've got an actual tube TV. I've got an actual tube TV I can watch them on. I don't have to watch them on my flat screen. This thing can do 1080p, but if I put a VHS movie on it, it would look like garbage. So many different movies. Yeah, memories. That's it. That's it. You know, I think the first movie that I ever saw in the movie theater was Krull. That's the first movie I ever remember going to see was Krull. So yeah, it evokes so much memory. You remember where you were when you first saw the Warriors. You know, you remember like where you were when you saw that, or Repo Man, or something like that. It like just gets into your brain. Was Chris Christopherson in a movie with Mel Gibson? That I don't know. If he had been, that I don't know. A more recent movie that I watched that I loved the other night was Hobo with a Shotgun. Man, Hobo with a Shotgun is just fantastic. There's just something about that movie. Yes, Krull. Krull. The Peter Yates classic. Yep. Director of Bullet and Breaking Away, Peter Yates. What an odd character. Payback, I think. That was the name of the movie, huh? I've never seen that one. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm running out of steam. I'm getting tired. It's been fun, but I think I'm going to go off stream here. I'm hitting my 2 hour wall. I had stuff to do. I had a date tonight, so I got started streaming late. But it's gotta be really early here. Let's see what time it is. It's 4:18 in the morning. So I think I kind of hit the nail on the head there. True Romance. That's a great movie. True Romance is really a killer movie. I love it. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you guys. Definitely been great chatting with everybody. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna keep streaming, so definitely. Sarah, what's up, Sarah? 9:20 in the morning over there. Uh, it's almost 4:20 a.m. here. It's 4:19 a.m. currently in the continental United States where I am. So you're like 5 hours ahead, definitely. So yeah, Sarah, you're in the future already. For me, that's the future. You've gone and been on with your day. Hey, good night, MD. Yeah, yeah. Hey, thanks a lot, Andy Boyd. Hey, I appreciate it. Yes, definitely. I'm gonna go. It's my time. But good night, everybody. Thanks for talking to me. Going for half a sleeve? Oh, you're gonna go get tattooed? Oh, see, this is exciting though. You're gonna go get tattooed? Ooh. I want to see pictures if you're getting tattoos. That is kick ass. You got a good artist, huh? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want to hear, Sarah, what you have to say. Yes, yes. Oh, so good. That's kicking ass. Well, you know, I always like to, eat a good meal before you go get tattooed and power up, because that's gonna do it. Is it gonna be upper arm or lower arm? Which half are you doing? Oh, you got three of these? Like this one, huh? Dude, I've had this tattoo for a long time. I've had this tattoo for like over 20 years. Uh, I got all sorts of wacky tattoos. Uh, I'll show you my favorite, Sarah. Oh, your upper, yeah. See, in there, I have, it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Huh. Yeah, cool. All right. It hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit getting tattooed in there, but it's fun. I love getting tattooed. Good on ya. Good on ya. You're gonna have to figure out some way to send me a picture or something, because I'm gonna want to see it. Send me a link so I can see your finished work on your tattoo when it's all healed up, please. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, you've got 7. I've got all sorts. I got a little key back there. My brother's a tattoo artist. Yeah, send me one through PSN. Yes, yes. So I get most of my tattoos from my brother, but then I go and pick them up other places. Kick ass. Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, I'm really gonna go. I'm really exhausted, but that's awesome, exciting news. So have fun, and please send me a picture. I want to see it. I want to see your cool work. All right. Good night, everybody.